Thank you for watching Dr. Josefina's Way, and I'm Laura Guttridge. In today's lesson, we're talking about boldness, audacity, and courage. And the definition of audacity is the willingness to get things done in spite of the risk.
Yes.
And I think, it's very clear that in order to be successful in life, we have to risk things.
Yes.
Nothing risked, nothing gained type of thing. But expressing audacity and boldness actually requires courage. And I think that's funny because, you have to have courage to be willing to accept the dangers of being bold.
Yes. Having the audacity.
Yes. And, I did think about you coming here from Venezuela, right?
Yes.
That was a bold move.
Yes.
You didn't speak the language and you decided you're going to make this happen. That was a very bold and courageous thing.
Yes.
And it was very successful. It worked out for you.
Yes, and that's what happened. And when you have those qualities, the boldness, the courage, and the audacity, and the definition that you read is so perfect, then there is very few times that you fail.
Right.
Because what empowers you, what gives you the drive, the motivation, is something that you believe inside so deep in your heart that it's going to happen. So at that moment, you go through the obstacles, and you have, doesn't mean that you don't have obstacles and challenges and things like that, but because you believe, and that's when you could take that leap of faith.
Right.
And that's when faith comes into play, because then you not only have the courage, the audacity, the boldness, but you also have the faith that it will work for you. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, it reminds me of a situation, or made me think of a situation with my girlfriend. She's a nurse, but she has this natural talent to paint. And I always knew she had it. She'd scribble here and there on napkins or whatnot. She finally decided months ago she would go and get the canvases and all the painting stuff, and she started painting these amazing paintings. I mean, it's really spectacular. But she still didn't have the confidence that to be called an artist. And she is an artist, though.
Yes, of course.
So I got her to get one of her paintings and put it in a silent auction for an event. And of course, she was very nervous about that. What if nobody bids on my painting? Just very nervous for her first time. Should I autograph the painting? I'm like, yes, put your name on the painting. So
audacity.
Yes. And so that it ended up being in the raffle. So I made her get up in front of the audience, and be there when it was given away in the raffle. She was very nervous about that. And then from that, though, she met another artist who noticed her work, thought it was fabulous. She owns Gallery 14. She's one of the owners, and asked her to put a piece of work in there.
Wow.
So if she didn't have the boldness to go out there and face the possibility of her artwork being rejected, she wouldn't be painting for Gallery 14.
And that is amazing, because when people have talent, a gift like you recognize in your friend, and then to have a friend like you that will encourage her, that will assure her, yes, you are an artist, yes, your painting is beautiful, and you empower her, you motivate her to do that. So that's the beautiful thing sometimes, that when you have the right people next to you, they don't let you fail.
Right.
They empower you, they motivate you, they give you that sense of security to do it.
Right.
So that's fabulous. That's good for you and good for her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm very excited for her. But most things that are worth having are risky. Like even the simple thing like getting married, owning a house, starting a new job or career. It all requires taking that leap of faith. And
then, like you said, Laura, this is good, because this is like basic things, like buying a house, getting married, and all those kind of things. People do it,
right?
So we do it, but with a sense of security, and that you can apply because you already done those. Let's call those baby steps.
Right.
Then that assures you that you can do even a little bit more. that you can keep going up and taking more and more risks.
Right, and a lot of people, they really do use I think it's an excuse that they're waiting for the right time.
Oh no,
that's just an excuse.
Yes,
the time is never right.
Never right. The time is never ever right. The right time is now.
Yeah, it's always now.
Do it now.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Because there's always something on our plate that keeps us busy, and if you don't make the plunge, I mean, you just get into the rut of living.
Yeah, because it's waiting for the perfect circumstances, and the life is always going to happen. So that perfect moment never arrives. So you have to do it when you feel that you had a motivation and a friend like you that will tell you, you're an artist. Put a painting there. I'm going to help you. That's awesome.
Right.
Good for you.
That's right. And and I knew though, she wouldn't fail. I knew the painting was beautiful because I'm looking at it objectively.
Yes.
And if the painting wasn't good, I wouldn't have put her in that situation.
Absolutely.
But I knew it. Some people just they need to be more confident, and sometimes it's a bold thing to be.
Yes.
Confidence is a bold thing.
Yes.
Because we feel like we shouldn't be confident, but it's always a mistake.
Yes.
We have to see the best in ourselves and make things happen.
Yes, and then when you see the best in yourself, acknowledging that and allowing the whole humanity to benefit from it.
Right.
Because people will benefit from her art, and then that's what we should do instead of being so. I think sometimes people confuse the concept of humility. Humility of being humble. It means, don't show your thing. No, you have a quality, you have a talent, you have something flaunted. I mean, because you're going to empower others, you're going to be a role model for other people. People are going to, wow, if she can do it, I can do it. If she can paint, things like that. So sometimes we have to get out of our shell of that sense of humility and humbleness, because sometimes it's more than that, is more cockiness of the flesh.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So do you think that being humble, I mean, what do you think about being humble?
Well, being humble, if I said to you, wow, you're beautiful. Okay. And then because in the name of humbleness, you say, no, I'm ugly.
Okay.
Like your friend with the painting,
Okay.
You say, oh my God, your painting are beautiful, awesome, phenomenal. You can expose, you can go and exhibit them and all that kind of stuff. And then, no, they're no good. She start putting it down.
Yeah.
That is no humbleness. That's arrogance. That is really ignoring your talent, your gift, your power. You got a talent. Oh my God, yes. And people will help you and things like that. Okay. So, humbleness and humility, that doesn't mean that I have to put myself down and say, no, I don't have it. If I have it, I have it. Right. It's a gift from God.
Exactly.
You have a talent.
Right.
Why would you deny your talent? When you deny your talent, you get in trouble.
Right.
Because you go through life doing things that you hate to do. Having a job, making a salary, just making a living instead of doing what you love to do.
Right, something that you have passion
Absolutely.
for.
So it's a big difference between really being humble and humility and the cockiness of the flesh.
Got a little lesson in that. It's all good. But you make a good point that all of the great things in history that have been accomplished through making the leap of faith and taking chances.
Yes. And risking it all. And you see people who love what they do, passionate people, they are willing to die for what they believe.
Right.
And you see that through whole, the history of humankind has been like that.
Right.
So, take the chance, take a leap of faith. And when we're talking about that, Laura, we're not talking about carelessly.
Right.
It's stupidly. Is that a word?
Well,
I just made it up.
It is. Yes. Yes.
Like when I came to this country, I took the plane, I did what I needed to do, but also was in a safe way.
Right.
You don't expose yourself to be killed or to, carelessness. We're not talking about that. We're talking about things that you are guided from within, and you make the plans, and you make the preparation, and you make the phone calls, and you do the paperwork, everything that has to do legally to be where you want to be.
Yeah, it's a leap of faith, not a leap off the bridge.
Exactly. Kill yourself.
But you actually have, a list of things.
Yes.
Reinvent yourself. Never stop learning.
Yes.
Move out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
I think that's how people get in ruts and they're in the comfort zone.
Yeah.
Don't fear and overcome the fear of rejection. And I think that is one of the big drawbacks is people, they are very afraid of rejection. And successful people are used to rejection.
Absolutely.
Because for the most part, the rejection is more than the benefits.
Exactly.
You have to just learn to roll with the punches.
And then what happened with rejection, people takes it personal.
Yeah.
It's not personal.
Right.
Not everybody likes mangoes, so they just didn't like your product. But somebody else will come along, and so in that sense, don't take it personal. You will find your niche, but you have to have that persistency.
Yes.
You have to have the discipline. You have to have the courage, the audacity,
the
boldness to keep on going and going and going if you believe what you are doing.
Right.
You mentioned about reinventing yourself. I'm big on that.
Oh yes.
I think people who don't reinvent themselves within every 5 to 10 years, they're in trouble.
Okay.
They become obsolete.
So you think it kind of like refreshes,
absolutely,
reboots yourself?
Yes, absolutely. Like for instance, you right now in these 10 years in your life, you're raising a child.
Right.
But now Celeste, she's gonna grow up and she's gonna be a teenager. She's gonna be with you.
Right.
She's gonna be with her friends. And then what are you gonna do? Sit around, wait for her. Oh, mommy, she's gonna hate you when she's a teenager.
Yeah. I know how teenagers are. Terrible.
But so you gotta be thinking, okay, what would I like to do? Then 10 years from now.
Well, you have 2 daughters that recently moved away, and so you kind of,
Oh, they've been out of the house for a long time.
Years? It's
a
been
few years. Yeah, like I don't know, probably close to 10. But the thing is that you are a human being, and sometimes, especially women, make that mistake.
Yes.
They
put all their eggs in one basket.
Exactly, and then the kids leave, and then they're gonna the empty nest syndrome and all that. No, you don't supposed to have an empty nest syndrome if you have a life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because now you have to grow, and then now you have to do other things, and that reinventing yourself, finding new skills, learning new things, and that's what we're talking about.
Right.
Keep learning. It's not anymore like how you go to college, it's just done. It's lifelong learning.
Yeah.
The brain has a plasticity. That's what they say in the studies. It's a plasticity that if you keep using your brain, then you will be healthy and you don't have all these illnesses and all this kind of stuff. So keep
learning,
going.
it's like exercising.
Absolutely.
The brain. It needs to be exercised.
Yes,
like our bodies.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So keep exercising. It's good for your brain. Keep reinventing yourself. Have the boldness.
Yes.
And the audacity.
Stay out of the comfort zone.
Yes, to get up every morning and do what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Like you do.
I do.
And I do too.
Yes.
I think we need to go, do we?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to wrap it up, baby. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Oh, by the way, I love mangoes.
Oh, good. Me too. Yeah.
Mangoes.